Look at this delicious pink juicy filet mignon. Welcome back. I'm joined once again by Donnie St. John. He is the owner and operator of not only Donnie's Meat Market here in Pakenham, but also in Almonte.
That's correct.
All right, what are we making now while I eat this?
While you're doing that, I'm going to do some pork satays, which are nice little appetizers to do on the barbecue. They take literally just a couple of minutes. And you can do this at home by just actually picking up some boneless pork chops at your store, preferably this store, and cutting them into little satay strips. We then just mix it with a bit of oil.
Yeah.
And as well as our own special seasoning that we make here, which I can't tell you what's in it, but it's good. And then we put them onto skewers.
Okay.
Now you can do the same thing with chicken as well. The challenge I've always found is trying to get my hands on some, nice sized breasts and thighs to do that with. But.
Ha ha ha. Okay, so you're cutting these into satay squares. Now, can you make satay pieces as big or as small as you want for the barbecue, or is there a recommended size?
You can. Like, this is basically the same types of things you were doing for kebabs.
Yeah.
What's nice about this is that it's very, very fast.
Right.
So they cook in literally seconds. You can do these, stovetop in the wintertime or something like that, but they're awesome for a quick snack on the grill.
And I feel like these little skewers might be really good on top of something like a salad or, on like a hot summer day.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
Salads are a wonderful thing, but I really didn't get this figured from eating salads.
No comment. Okay, so we've got the skewer on there. And then you've cooked these delicious little guys. You've got to tell me what that rub is.
I can't tell you that, sir.
It's so good. And you offer a ton of different marinades and rubs here at the store as well, right?
We do a lot of things in-house, and we try to keep things as original as possible. But things like that are unique to a lot of different butcher shops, and that's what kind of sets you apart from grocery stores.
Right.
Things like we talked about earlier, like dry aging, and of course marbling in meat is hugely important. So getting AAA graded beef and barley-fed beef is awesome. And we try to source as much local stuff as we can, when quality isn't sacrificed. So. It tends to work well.
Okay, and now you were mentioning, what exactly is dry aging?
Well, dry aging again is taking beef that is slaughtered in an inspected warehouse, and then hung to age to around 20 to 21 days before we start to cut it.
Okay.
So what happens in that process is that while the beef is hanging and aging, the water evaporates out of the meat, and so all you end up with is natural fats. So opposed to the way that it's done commercially a lot now, where it's in cryovac bags, those are done when typically the animal's only about 3 days slaughtered, and so it has a lot of water retention, which tends to dry the meat out a little bit. So.
Okay. Now, I've got to ask you, for people who know absolutely nothing about barbecue, but maybe have just invested in one, what would you say, from your perspective, is the very best cut of beef to cook on the barbecue?
Well, the very best, in my opinion, is ribeye. It unfortunately has a heavier fat content than a fillet. Yeah. But in meat, that's where the flavor is in the fats. So my wife Lan and I typically will enjoy nice ribeye, and but we probably sell more strip loin than anything else, which is just a portion of T-bone.
Why do you think that is?
It's a little bit of a leaner cut, and people are more into a little bit leaner cut. So.
Oh, but the fat is where that juiciness comes from. So good. Now, if you have more meat questions, people can head to your Facebook page. They can like you there. If they were to put something on your wall, I'm sure that you guys will get back to them.
Absolutely, yes. Like us on Facebook. That'd be terrific.
Perfect. Thank you so much for having.
You.
Yeah, we both have meaty hands, so forget
about it.
So
nice to meet you.
Yeah, make sure you swing by Don's Meat Shop next time you're either in Pakenham or Almonte. There's 2 locations to choose from.
Absolutely.
All right, stick around. There's still plenty more to come from CTV Morning Live.